The following video is rated Band MA. It contains the following: CBT controversial band topics, TJ terrible jokes, PSO personal subjective opinions.
What's up, fellow band critics? Today, real quick, let's talk about the rankings and predictions for the upcoming competition for the ESPN Band of the Year. This is the second year of this competition, and if you're unfamiliar, it's a competition where HBCU bands submit video performances of their field shows to ESPN. A panel of certified judges, legendary and current HBCU instructors, review the videos separately. They judge and score the performances in different categories, then submit their scores back to ESPN for public viewing. To ensure fairness, the judges score different categories each month. They don't even know the total scores and how the bands are going to be ranked until everyone sees them when it's posted. Here are the categories and point values used to score each band. There are 5 categories, which are musicality, picks, drill and design, percussion, drum majors, and auxiliary. The total possible points a band can receive is 330. Pay close attention to the auxiliary category. Notice how the judges scored this section based on an average of each subsection. Bands with all 3 subsections in the auxiliary are scored different than those with only 1 section in the auxiliary. You get what I'm saying? It's an average thing going on here. ESPN Band of the Year ranks all submitted bands monthly. At the end of the season, they're going to select the 2 top bands from each division. These 4 bands, 2 from each division, will compete for the championship for their division at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia on December 13th. And guess what? The winners get money, not just that cool trophy, but money, like a significant amount that will actually benefit the band program. Now, let's compare the September and October rankings for Division 1. With ESPN providing the only source of credible rankings, scores, and division championships by certified judges, I now have a standard to compare my subjective opinions to. I've placed these charts side by side so we all can easily see which bands improved and which bands declined. Let's look at it real quick. Look at Southern University, which I hear is going to be in the SWAC championship against Jackson State again, so that'll be fun to have a Boombox Classic, I guess, 2. However, they dropped from number 2 to number 6 overall, and they lost 16 points. Apparently, ESPN doesn't prioritize 5th quarter battles the way that most people do. They only score the field shows, and as you can see, Southern lost points. On the other hand, if you look at all the other bands in this division, it looks like there were significant improvements. North Carolina A&T, for instance, achieved the highest score possible, which is 330 points. That's like perfect. And look, their substantial lead over second place Florida A&M is pretty impressive. Given their Division I win last year and consistent top ratings, North Carolina A&T clearly knows how to score very well in this competition. It is clear that ESPN prefers that Florida A&M sounds better than North Carolina A&T because Florida A&M is ranked number 1 in the musicality category. Now let's turn our attention to Division II. When the September rankings were released, Miles College came right out the gate at number 1, and they seemed to excite a lot of people at that number 1 spot. But in October, they dropped to number 6, losing 11 points. In fact, look at that chart. It almost looks like Miles was one of the only bands to lose points, whereas everyone else gained a lot of points, which is definitely the reason why Miles dropped down so far. But interestingly enough, Division II saw more overall improvements than Division I. It looks like Division I, a lot of those bands lost more points on an average, whereas Division II gained more points. It's pretty interesting, right? Think that is? Let me know down in the comments. But when October rankings did drop, Virginia State surged to the top with a 29-point gain, while FMU secured that number 2 spot yet again with a 23-point increase. Now, according to ESPN's website, which is linked down in the description below so y'all can go check it out, all this information is on there. The November rankings will be released soon, and it's going to show us the top 5 bands from each division. This is going to give us a clear picture of the potential contenders for this year's championship in Atlanta. Two Metro Atlanta high school bands will also be at that competition too, and those bands selected are going to receive money as well. So this year's event is going to be pretty awesome. We're going to have 2 high school bands, the 2 top high school bands in the Metro Atlanta area, plus 4 amazing college bands. So get your tickets, December 13th. And I'm going to get into the high school rankings in a separate video. So what are your thoughts on this competition and its format? Personally, I love it. It's easy to understand, it makes sense, elevates HBCU band competitions as a whole, encourage HBCU bands to strive for excellence
past just standing still and playing loud.
Relies on certified judges. I'm talking about HBCU band legends. So if you don't respect the judges who are judging this competition, you really don't give a damn about the HBCU band culture. And best of all, it offers a significant amount of money to the ones who win. That's like the biggest thing. Trophies are great, rankings are one thing, but we all know that money is where it's at, because that's exactly how bands can improve and get better things for the student experience. That's what it's all about. Looking at these categories, everyone could learn a lot just by looking at the categories. You have a bigger insight on band performances and just expand your knowledge in general. I included a link to ESPN Band of the Year's website that will show you all the rankings and a whole lot more. They put a lot of stuff on there. They rank the drum majors, percussion sections, dancers, all kinds of stuff. Go look at it. It's really interesting, and it explains everything, how they do it too. Be sure to get your tickets to the ESPN Band of the Year at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Those tickets are on sale right now, and it's going to be a lot of fun, I'm telling you that. 2 of the top high school bands in the Metro Atlanta area, plus 4 of the top ranked HBCU bands, 2 from Division I, 2 from Division II, plus a lot of other things that's probably going to go down too. I mean, that's the Celebration Bowl weekend and all that kind of stuff. Check out the Battle of Bands. It's going to be a lot of fun. Who do you think the top 2 bands from each division are going to be? And do you agree with ESPN scores?
Or do you not?
Let me know. Comment down below. Peace.